That's disgusting. I love it.
Where's the dragon warrior?
How do you know you're not looking at her?
You think I'm a fool?
No one's asked me a question in 45 minutes.
So what do you do?
I run a cafe.
Oh.
I have a piss kink. SpongeBob, that is fucking disgusting. Me too.
I was like racking my brain on how someone like this can even exist. And then I found out she's from Manitoba.
Wait. Actually, that's a really good idea, Kelly.
What did I say? I talk a lot, so I've learned to just tune myself out.
These authors are using our expectations against us, and I am not impressed. That's right. The enemies to lovers went to the inn, and there was one bed. And you know what? The himbo muscular beefcake slept on the floor. On the floor. He stayed there the whole night, and he tried nothing. Nothing. I ended up staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning because I had to find out when something was going to happen, because it clearly didn't happen at the inn with the one bed.
Literally, my dilemma is like, I see a hot girl and I'm like, do I want to be you or do I want to fuck you? Both. And it's always both. Yeah. It's always both. It's always both.
Would you rather a guy not know and just be terrible? Or the guy who knows but is obviously a slut?
So if those are my options, then obviously I'm going to go with the experience. But I also don't mind playing teacher from time to time. But guys are really lucky because we live in a world where there are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of reference texts that they can read, and they can figure out exactly how to do it right in exactly the way that women are into it. And all they have to do is pick up these texts and give them a little read through, because they're usually only about 300 pages and they're almost all written by women.
Dingle bongle, dingle dangle, yickety doo, yickety da, ping pong, lippy tappy toot.
I hate it when girls are like, oh my gosh, my crush doesn't even know that I exist. Like, girl, my crush doesn't even exist.
When my life is falling apart, I could go to a therapist and pay hundreds of dollars, or I could just keep telling myself she'll be right for free.
If you've been on BookTok for any amount of time, you've probably seen a lot about this book, Prior of the Orange Tree. This is also Prior of the Orange Tree, and if my comments are to be believed, every time I post about this book, most or all of what you've heard about this may be about how long it is, how intimidating it is, how scary it is to read. I'm here to tell you this book is lying to you. The book is not nearly as long as it looks, and so I'm going to show you some other popular BookTok books, just popular books in general, that are actually longer than this, that you may have read, to make you feel a little better. Prior of the Orange Tree is 260,000 words long. That is long, but it's not quite as long as this makes it look. And that's because the margins are huge, the text spacing is pretty large, and the pages are thick. So here are some other books. For the BookTok crowd, if you're a Sarah J. Maas reader, if you've read Throne of Glass, Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. This is what it looks like in comparison. It looks like Kingdom of Ash is like a good bit shorter. 12,000 words longer. This is so long for no goddamn reason. If you can push through this, Prior to the Orange Tree, you're gonna be fine. Also for the Maas crowd, Crescent City, House of Sky and Breath looks significantly shorter than Prior to the Orange Tree. It's only 20,000 words shorter. This is roughly 240,000 words, as is House of Sky and Breath. So, you got it. If you read the Aragon series as a kid, obviously that first one is not the same length, but the third book, Brissinger, looks to be a good bit shorter. It's almost exactly the same length at 254,000 words. Similarly, Inheritance, I do believe looks a little bit shorter, longer, 280,000 words. Reading with Paulini, To Sleep in a Sea of Stars, does appear to be significantly shorter than Prior to the Orange Tree. It is 308,000 words. It's actually longer than A Day of Fallen Night. So harken back to childhood series, if you read Harry Potter, the fifth book, Order of the Phoenix, does appear to be shorter. It's almost exactly the same length at 257,000 words. I don't have this one, but if you're a Cassandra Clare reader, Queen of Air and Darkness is 264,000 words, making it longer than Prior of the Orange Tree. Now, if you're reading these next ones, I have a feeling you are not at all intimidated by the size of this, but just for comparison's sake, let's talk about the Stormlight Archives. The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson does appear to be significantly shorter than Prior the Orange Tree. This is 380,000 words, making it 120,000 words longer. It is more than a full novel longer than Priory. Same with Words of Radiance. It does appear to be shorter than Prior the Orange Tree. This is 399,000 words. Not until you get to Oathbringer, which is 450,000 words, that you get to like a similar size, and this is still smaller. This book is lying to you. It's not as long as it looks. I believe in you.
Tell me quickly, what's the story? Who saw what and why and where?
And also, and I'm gonna touch your hand when I say this. When I said that you're not special, I meant that.
Dumb bitch.
I got 5 pieces of candy. I got a chocolate bar. I got a quarter. I got a rock.
Ever seen American Psycho? You've never seen Pulp Fiction? You've never seen Fight Club? The cinematography.
Cause I got issues. Okay. You got me there. But that is not a crime.
Slut? What? What are you on about? I can't see. We're all thinking it.
Aw, shit! You don't know about doing whatever the fuck you want? Damn! I'm sorry, man.
In reality, I'm actually very fun, relaxed, and easygoing.
Checklist. Oh, okay. Go. Apple cry. Check. Pick myself up. Check. Dust myself off. Check. And keep going. The show must go on. Check.
Things that are absolutely horrendous, bookish edition. Let's go. Not understanding why publishers have started doing these bad drawings of people on covers. And I'm talking about covers that have like the cartoon itself but has no facial features, have no like fingers, and it's like a weird mitten looking hand. Like, please don't take away nice cartoon covers from me, please. That's all I have left. I'm literally hanging on by a thread right now. I'm a true hater of long chapters. If it's more than 5 pages, I start to get annoyed, because if I have to go do something while I'm reading and I have to leave that chapter in the middle, when I come back, I'm gonna be hella annoyed, because what I could have done is, if the chapter was short, I could have finished that chapter and then start a new chapter when I came back. So when I don't have that option, I'm very annoyed. You know when the badass male character or morally gray character or villain has a really unique name? And I'm talking about unique in a weird way. Or like a very mediocre common name. Or has a unique name like Ollie Flaunton and all of his friends call him Ollie. Like, if you're gonna tell me he has perfect hair, perfect body, you know, muscular, tattoos, you know, he's hot, why'd you give him such a weird name? I can't even picture this dude as hot anymore if I have to call him Jack or like Todd or Ted. Just, oh.
In case someone forgot to mention it, reading books when the world is a dumpster fire is called self-care.
Okay. You got me there. But that is not a crime.
I wasn't super paying attention to what you just said that we'll be doing, but I will give 110%. As soon as you repeat yourself in a more interesting way.
I was like racking my brain on how someone like this can even exist. And then I found out she's from Manitoba. I was like racking my brain on how someone like this can even exist. And then I found out she's from Manitoba.
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way.
I always think it's so funny when people say things like, books are great, but you should really try to have those experiences in real life.
I think the fuck not.